Baby mine, don't you cry. Baby mine, dry your eyes. Rest your head close to my heart, never to part, baby of mine. Little one, when you play, pay no heed what they say. Let your eyes sparkle and shine, never a tear, baby of mine.
My best memory is when I broke my leg and you and Grandma came over and helped me, and you stayed here with us, and you took us to Golden Corral, and you just hung out with us for a few days, and that was fun.
One of my most memorable moments of you was when Darren and I were building our shop up on Fire Trail, and you were helping us, and you had the big old sock wrapped around your head, and Mom would put it in water, and so I'd try to help keep you all cooled down. So it was quite a fashionable statement. That was really fun.
Go. And he would always show us the train room. And when we would come over and hang out, and we would go in like the basement area, and he would tell us about the planes.
I have so many fun memories of going to our Lake Roosevelt house, and you and Mom would come over, and the cat would, we were working in the yard, and Jorge, or Hey Hor, whichever you prefer, would lay across the dash of the van, and we did not ever want you to know that he did that, or Jorge did that in your van, but we got a big kick out of it. And
Auntie Lisa's and Uncle Tyler's house, you were sitting on the couch, and my friend Maddie was over, and we came out with a Hannah Montana wig, and you put it on, or no, like we put it on you, and you just sat there with the wig on, and we were dressing you up with
and we have
other
pictures
clothes.
of that.
I know.
Biggest things I remember was, as a kid, I would always wait for Dad to get home. You know, it just didn't matter what time of the year it was, I always waited for Dad to get home.
Happy birthday, Dad. Happy 75th birthday. We were all supposed to make a video about our special moments about Dad. I've been thinking for the last month about what I was going to say, and I suck at recording, so here it goes. Probably the most memorable that I have of Dad is his work ethic, things that he's always done, his continuous work. One thing in particular that I always remember is the time that we went over to help Dad put up a train set in the shed. We all got together. It was helping him lift it up, and when it was all said and done, we come to find out that he had something hooked underneath to keep it from being lifted up, which was, we all kind of got a funny laugh out of it, because that was the thing about Dad. He was always the overachiever. He was the one that always got the stuff to where it would never fall apart or anything. Anyway, when that was the thing with Dad, is he always was the one that always built something to where it would last. The only time I ever saw Dad upset was the time he actually had to tear something down that he built. It always took him 3 times as long. That was the thing about Dad. He always made sure it was perfect. You know, even if he had to build it 3 times as strong as what needed to be. That was one thing that I basically took throughout my life with him, was the fact that his work ethic. Everybody always asked me, how did you work so hard? How did you end up being that way? And throughout my life, I learned it from my father. He taught me how to use a shovel, and I basically used that throughout the course of my life. You know, with Dad, I learned everything. I learned to work hard and learned the value of hard work. So, and all in all, that was the one thing that you know, I'm glad I was able to inherit from Dad was the fact of work hard, never hurt anyone. He used to always come home from work and go back to work. There was never a project that Dad didn't have going on. I love the fact that I learned that from him. I love the fact that everybody knows this from me, and I hope from here on out I can be able to give that to my boy and have him grow up, be like his dad, just like his dad grew up to be just like his dad. So anyway, happy birthday, Dad. Hope you have a great 75th birthday. Wish me and the kids were there up there with you guys. But anyways, love you all. Take care. Bye-bye.
Dad, a memory that my family has with you is camping. I'm not talking about RV camping with the trailer, with the motorhome, but I'm talking about good old tent camping. Anytime that we would go camping with you, we would never have to worry about the weather. We could have the forecast be rain for the whole time, and we would never have to worry about getting wet, at least in our campsite. Why? Because you would have the whole entire campsite hung with tarps so that nothing, and I mean nothing in the campsite could possibly get wet. And on top of that, if anything were to break during our camping trip, we would always have a roll of duct tape handy to repair anything that needed to be fixed. Happy 75th birthday, Dad. We love you.
So my favorite memory with Grandpa would probably have to be where we were like right about here, and it was on one of his birthdays. I was like 5 years old. I was sitting on his lap, and Grandma asked me how old I thought he was turning. He was like turning 60, 65, something like that. And I said 100. So yeah, thought that would be kind of funny to bring up on his 75th. Happy birthday, Grandpa. I love you.
My favorite memory of Grandpa was when he would take us on tractor rides.
And did Grandpa put you in the bucket and drive you around in the bucket?
Yes.
Did you ever sit up on the wheel well with him or in his lap?
Yeah. Happy birthday, Grandpa.
This is one of my favorite memories of my dad. When we were younger, he would take us to the airport just to waste some time. One of the things we would do is ride the tram for hours, counting lights on the side of the wall, counting sprinklers, counting fire extinguishers, whatever we could find to count to make it into a game. We always had such a good time. And then we would sit up by the gates and watch the airplanes take off and land, and Dad would teach us which one was a 757, which was a 727, a 747, to the point where I think my brothers could hear airplanes flying overhead and tell you exactly what they were. Thanks, Dad. We always had a great time doing that.
Of all the wonderful memories we have with Dad, some of our favorites have been the springtime trips that we've been able to take over the last few years. From going through the four corners of southeast Utah and northern Arizona, and seeing the beauty and grandeur of Monument Valley and many places where westerns were shot, to going through Blanding and Bluff and seeing areas that Dad got to serve on his mission. We've taken train rides to Boulder City where we sat in the caboose and got exclusive info from the brakeman. We've gone to the train to Williams, Arizona where Dad gave a cowboy robber a run for his money. We also got to ride the Verde Canyon Railroad in central Arizona and ride in an outdoor car. From the air museums in Palm Springs on a cold blustery day, to the Arizona Air Museum outside Williams, to the cruises to Lake Mead, we have wonderful, wonderful memories of the time we've been able to spend with Dad. Happy 75th birthday, Dad. We're grateful for you, we love you, and wish you many more birthdays to come.
Wanted to share with you another memory I have of you, Dad. But this time you guys have to try to guess what it is. It involves a garbage sack or garbage, glazed donuts, a 1 liter of Dr. Pepper, and some trains. So, what is it? Kaylee, you are way off. I don't even know why you even tried. Yes, that is correct. Just want to say thanks, Dad, for taking me with you to the dump. That's always been a good memory of going to the dump, stopping at Safeway, getting donuts and something to drink, and then going to the dump, and then afterwards going to Kirkland to Eastside Trains, and then looking at seeing what the new train stuff that they have in. So that's once again, that's one of my favorite times when I was a kid with Dad. Here's another thing that reminds me of you, Dad. I've learned many things from you from using this little contraption here. I believe this is called duct tape. I've seen it used to repair tires, coolers, styrofoam coolers, maybe some seats in a 79 Chevy van, maybe some blue tarps while camping, a few various things. But I believe I found the best use for duct tape ever, Dad. Silence is golden. Duct tape is silver. Dad, just want to say that our fondest memories of you is coming up to our Marysville house and our Snohomish houses and working on our houses, and you always had your hard hat on, your suspenders, and your little toolbox with you. So those are some of our fondest memories. I would always come home to you working on the house all day, and you'd just be working away with your hard hat and knee pads usually. So just wanted to say thank you, wish you a happy birthday. We love you, and we'll see you at the party.